Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing good. So DJI has come up with a new update on DJI Fly app. So in this video we will be discussing about DJI Fly app version 1.5. So we will be checking out what's new in this particular version, and we'll also be checking whether drone hacks is working or not. So without wasting much of the time, let's quickly get into the video. So once you open DJI Fly app, you get a pop-up message of an update where the update version is 1.5, and DJI will display that they have added a support to DJI Mavic 3. After checking out this version, I found some bug fixes in this particular version. So in the further part of the video, I will show you which all bugs have been fixed in this version. If you guys did not get this update notification, then you can manually go to the DJI website and you can download the latest version from there. I will be mentioning the link in the description, so you can directly visit the website and download the version 1.5. From this website you can download for Android as well as iOS. I think for iOS in Apple Store the DJI Fly is available, but for Android people in the Play Store DJI Fly app is not available, so you need to visit DJI official website and download this particular application. Once the app is updated, you can see that they have added a support to DJI Mavic 3. Now let's quickly connect our phone to the RC and check the further bug fixes. Now before getting started, in the settings you can see that our app version is 1.5, and you can also see the firmware version and the FlySafe database version. In the previous version, that is version 1.4.12, people were facing some issue with the cache memory, that is photos and videos were not getting saved on their mobile device. So in this version that issue is being fixed. As you can see on the screen that I am clicking one picture to show you guys that it is being saved in our mobile device. Here you can see that in the app album section also the images are present. That means the images are getting saved to your phone. So this is the one fix that is been provided by DJI. And second fix is about LED, the front LED of our drone. I don't know whether you guys observed this issue in previous version, that is 1.4.12. In that particular version, the front LED of a drone were not blinking and changing the color. Now when you go to the controls and change the front LED color, now it's being changed. Previously it was staying in white itself, it was not going into other colors. So now you can change the colors. This bug has been fixed. Now you can change the front LED light to any color that you desire, and you can even set it to rainbow. Everything is working fine now. Apart from these two changes, they have not added any changes in the DJI Fly app. They have only added support to the DJI Mavic 3. That is the major thing of this update. In the transmission, you get a live stream platform where you can stream your live video from DJI Fly app directly to the YouTube or Facebook. If you don't know about this, I will be providing the link in the I button and the description. You can go check out the video how you can do the live streaming directly from DJI Fly app. So now let's check whether our drone hacks is working with version 1.5 or not. So before getting started with the flight, we need to go to the safety and go to the unlock GeoZone, and then go to the aircraft unlock license. We need to enable the license. Once we upgrade the DJI Fly app, the license will be disabled. We need to go manually and activate the license. So one more thing to add is whenever you update your DJI Fly app, no need to do the hack process again. You don't need to connect your drone with your laptop and do the hack process again. So this particular license will be linked with your email address. So whenever you log in your DJI Fly app, this drone hack license will be present in your unlock GeoZone. So now you can see that our altitude is 64 meters and we have exceeded 15 meters without any issue. So this means our drone hack license is working totally fine, and we can update over this version. So now let's check return to home. While returning to home, I observed that gimbal was not stable and there was some sort of disturbance in the gimbal alignment. So as you can see that on the screen, that strong wind warning is being popped up, and you can also see that the gimbal is like camera is being moving. So if you guys are also finding this same sort of a issue with version 1.5, please comment below and let me know if you are facing this issue or not, so that I can rectify whether this was a issue with my drone or it was a issue with version 1.5. Now we have checked the 15 meters hack with NFZ certificate. Now let's use the back button hack and check whether we can exceed 15 meters or not. As usual, to follow 15 meters hack, we need to just press and hold the back button for 2 seconds. After the first beep, then we need to wait for 2 seconds, and after the second beep, we need to again press and hold the back button. Just after that, we get our drone get disconnected with our DJI flap and gets connected back. And once you start seeing a red LED blinking on the front of our drone, that means our hack is activated. And now you can see on the max altitude, it has been changed to 500 meters. This method is one of the best method to do the 15 meters hack, because here we can change the auto RTH altitude. One more thing to mention is we can use both these methods at a time. Like, we can keep the NFZ certificate active and we can use the back button pressing method at the same time. Now I'm using the back button pressing method as well as NFZ certificate is active. So you can see that we can exceed 15 meters without any issue, and this is also a recommended method. Actually, I feel this is a best method. Like, we can keep the NFZ certificate so that no fly zones can stop us from flying any area, and with the back button pressing method we can set our RTH altitude. What I do is usually I use NFZ certificate for the most of the times. I feel NFZ certificate is more convenient because no need to do any steps before flying. So I usually use NFZ certificate. If I am flying my drone in any areas where there are many trees and I use RTH, that time I use back button pressing method. You guys comment below and let me know which method you feel is most convenient. So now we got to know that what all bugs have been fixed in this particular version, and we also got the confirmation that DroneHacks is totally working fine, and you guys can go ahead and update your DJI flap to version 1.5 without any worries.
So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have liked this video and found this video informative. If you guys found this video informative, do hit a like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.